question. If 5 cos x plus 12 cos y is equal to 13, then the maximum value of 5 sin x plus 12 sin y. So what is the maximum value of this? So I don't know. Suppose let it be k. Maximum value of that expression is k. And now squaring and adding. So squaring and adding these two equations. So I'm directly squaring and adding 25 cos square plus 25 sin square, that is 25. 144 cos square y plus 144 sin square y, that is 144. Plus 2 AB term, 2 into 5, 10, 10 into 12, 120. So 120 cos x cos y plus 120 sin x sin y, that is 120 into cos x cos y plus sin x sin y, that is cos x minus y. Okay, so I have written that in single step. See once again. So this square plus this square is 25. This square plus this square is 25. So you can add 2ab terms. So what is this 2ab here? 120 cos x cos y. This is 120 sin x sin y. So that is 120 cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. That is cos of x minus y. And what is the right hand side? 169 plus k square. So by squaring and adding, we get that equation. So this is 169 and this is also 169. And therefore, k square is equal to 120 into cos of x minus y. 120 into cos of x minus y. So what is the maximum value of cos x minus y? That is nothing but 1. Therefore, this is less than or equal to 120 into 1. So cos maximum value of cos is 1. Therefore, this is less than or equal to 120 into 1. That means k square less than or equal to 120. And therefore, mod k less than or equal to root 120. Mod k less than or equal to root 120. Therefore, that k value should lie in between minus root 120 and plus root 120. So its maximum value is root 120. Minimum value is minus root 120. So he asked maximum value. Therefore, the answer is root 120. Madam. So this is another result you should remember. So whenever x square less than or equal to 4, so you can write mod x less than or equal to square root of 4, that is 2. From this you can write minus 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2. So what is the general result? You can remember. So x square less than or equal to a square. That can be written as mod x less than or equal to a. If a is positive, assume that a is positive. And therefore, minus a less than or equal to x less than or equal to a. Any doubts?
Sir, if mod x is greater than or equal to a, sir.
Right. I will write.
Okay.
See, if mod x, suppose, let us see by an example. Mod x is equal to 4 means x will have 2 roots, 2 solutions. One is 4, another is minus 4. So mod x less than 4 means modulus of x less than 4 means magnitude of x less than 4 means that value should lie in between minus 4 and plus 4. So minus 4 and plus 4. So mod x less than or equal to 4 means, so it should lie in between 4 and 4, minus 4 and 4, inclusive those two numbers. That is minus 4 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 4. And now suppose mod x greater than 4. So when mod x will be greater than 4, suppose consider 5, 6, 7. So all those modulus values are greater than 4. Not only that, consider minus 5, modulus of minus 5 is 5, which is greater than 4. Modulus of minus 6 is 6, greater than 4. Therefore, mod x greater than 4 means either x may be less than minus 4 or x may be greater than 4. Either x less than minus 4 or x greater than 4. And therefore, mod x greater than or equal to 4 implies, so x less than or equal to minus 4 or x greater than or equal to 4. So you can remember this forever. Okay, David? Right, any doubts? Any more doubts? Right. So what is the next one? 61. Maximum value of cos alpha 1, cos alpha 2 into so on, cos alpha n. Under the restriction 0 less than or equal to alpha 1, alpha 2, so on alpha n less than or equal to pi by 2. So they lie in first quadrant only. Then, not only that, another information is given. Cot alpha 1, cot alpha 2, so on cot alpha n is equal to 1. So that is the information given. And the question is, what is the maximum value of this one? So while you are raising your hand, Harshavardhan, any doubts?
Sir, good morning, sir.
Morning, any doubts?
Sir, may I know in which exercise and which problem is it in the module, in the material, sir?
So it is in volume 2, page number 36. Okay?
36. Okay, sir.
So, see, given information is cot alpha 1, cot alpha 2, so on cot alpha n is equal to 1. The product is 1. So, not only that, given that all angles are in first quadrant, the question is, what is the maximum value of this product? So, let us start this. So, cos alpha 1 by sin alpha 1, and I will write that in single step. See, cos alpha 2 and so on cos alpha n is equal to, what is the denominator here? Sin alpha 1, sin alpha 2, sin alpha n. So by cross multiplication, you will get in the new denominator, in the right hand side, sin alpha 1, sin alpha 2, sin alpha n. So cos alpha 1, cos alpha 2, so on cos alpha n is equal to sin alpha 1, sin alpha 2, so on sin alpha n. Right. See next step. Now I am multiplying both sides with cos alpha 1. Already there is cos alpha 1 here. So you are getting cos square alpha 1. Similarly, multiplying with cos alpha 2. So like that. That is the left hand side. And see what is the right hand side? I am multiplying with cos alpha 1. So this is sin alpha 1 into cos alpha 1 into next one sin alpha 2 into cos alpha 2 and so on sin alpha n into cos alpha n. So that is the product. Okay. And see, whenever there exists sin x cos x, So we are ready to write 2. That means we are multiplying with 2 and divide with 2. So you will get in the numerator 2 sin x cos x form. That can be written as sin 2x. Therefore, what is the next step then? Cos square alpha 1, cos square alpha 2, cos square alpha n is equal to, I write here, is equal to, if I multiply with 2, I have to divide with 2 also. So there are n such terms. So there are n 2's. In the denominator there is 2 power n. And in the numerator 2 sin alpha 1 cos alpha 1. That is sin 2 alpha 1 into sin 2 alpha 2 into so on sin 2 alpha n. Right, see. So only one step left. See once again what we have done. So consider this equation. So cos by sin, we can write cot as cos by sin. So by cross multiplication, all sin terms. So we go to the right hand side. So multiply left hand side and right hand side with cos alpha 1, cos alpha 2, so on, cos alpha n. Therefore here the right hand side becomes sin x cos x terms. So multiplying and dividing with 2 power n with 1 2, I can write this as sin 2 alpha 1. With another 2, I can write this as sin 2 alpha 2. So with another 2, this is sin 2 alpha n. And now tell me what is the maximum value of sin? The maximum value of sin is 1 only. Therefore, this is less than or equal to, this may be 1, this may be 1, this may be 1. So we want maximum value. Therefore, if this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, we get the maximum value. That is 1 by 2 power n into 1 into 1 into so on n times. That is nothing but 1. Therefore, this is 1 by 2 power n. But what is this? Cos square alpha 1, cos square alpha 2. We need only cos alpha 1, cos alpha 2. So take positive square roots on both sides. So cos alpha 1 into so on. Cos alpha n less than or equal to 1 by 2 power n whole power half. So the final answer is 1 by 2 power n by 2. So this is the maximum value of this expression. Right on. Akash.
So in second step, you multiplied both the side with cos alpha 1, sir. Then how you got cos square alpha 1 and cos square alpha 2, sir? It should be cos alpha 2 into cos alpha 1 now.
I multiplied both sides with what? You tell me.
Cos alpha 1.
Then why in the right hand side also I got cos alpha 2 so on cos alpha n?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I multiplied both sides with cos alpha 1, cos alpha 2, so on, cos alpha n. Right, any doubts? Now 62, f of x is equal to sin of x into sin cube x plus 3 plus cos of x into cos cube x plus 4 plus 1 by 2 sin square 2x plus 5. So what is the sum of extreme values? Extreme means either maximum or minimum. They are called extreme values. Okay. Suppose what are the extreme values of temperatures yesterday? So they will say 37 degrees and 22 degrees. So 37 is maximum and 22 is minimum. So they are called extreme values. So he is asking what is the sum of extreme values? That is minimum plus maximum. That we have to give. And therefore So how to simplify this function now? So this is equal to, this is sine power 4x plus this is cos power 4x plus 3 sin x plus 4 cos x plus 1 by 2 sine square 2x plus 5. So that is the function. And now what is this sine power 4x plus cos power 4x? 1 minus 2 sine square x cos square x. You know that, how to write sine power 4 plus cos power 4. 1 minus 2 sine square x cos square x plus 3 sin x plus 4 cos x plus 1 by 2 into sine square 2x. 2 sin x cos x whole square. That is 4 sin square x cos square x plus 5. Then see, this is 2 sin square x cos square x. This is minus 2 sin square x cos square x. So both are cancelled. So what you are left with is 3 sin x plus 4 cos x 1 plus 5, that is 6. So we know this function. So what is the minimum value of this function? That is c minus root of a square plus b square. So those numbers are also standard, root 25, that is 5. And what is minimum? Maximum 6 plus 5. Therefore, range of the given function is equal to this one. There is nothing but 1 comma 12. Sorry, 1 comma 11. So minimum is 1 and maximum is 11. Therefore, he is asking the sum of those two numbers. So the answer is 12. Okay, madam. Okay, any doubts? Then go to exercise 2, page number 40. Exercise 2, page number 40. So what is the question? Take one question. That is 1 by sine square theta plus 3 sin theta cos theta plus 5 cos square theta. So 1 by sine square theta plus 3 sin theta cos theta plus 5 cos square theta. So what is the maximum value? So that is the question. So if I know the minimum value of this, then I can find the maximum value by just reversing that number. Okay. So consider this function first, and after that we can discuss about its reciprocal. So sine square theta plus 3 sin theta cos theta plus 5 cos square theta. See, sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. And this one, if I write 2 in the denominator, in the numerator there will be 2 sin theta cos theta, that is sin 2 theta plus 5 into, and cos square theta can be written as 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Okay, and what is the LCM here? 2 is the LCM. So 1 minus cos 2 theta plus 3 sine 2 theta plus 5 plus 5 cos 2 theta. So that is equal to 1 plus 5, 6, 6 plus 3 sine 2 theta, 3 sine 2 theta plus 4 cos 2 theta. Go by 2. And we know this function. We know this function. So its range. So its range 6 minus root of a square plus b square. That is the standard number 5 by comma 6 plus root of a square plus b square. But there is by 2. Therefore divide with 2. So this is the range. So what is the range? 1 by 2 and 11 by 2. So range of this function is 1 by 2, 11 by 2. Then what is the range of its reciprocal? So the reciprocal of those two numbers. But here, if you reverse this, the smallest will be 2 by 11. The smallest will be 2 by 11 and the maximum value will be 2 by 1. That is 2. So the range of the given function is 2 by 11 comma 2. So maximum value is 2. So see once again what we have done. So I have converted sine square theta and cos square theta in terms of cos 2 theta. This can be easily written as sine 2 theta. So this is of the form a sine theta plus b cos theta plus c. So range is c minus root a square plus b square, c plus root a square plus b square. But already there is another 2 in the denominator. I divide with 2 also. Okay, so we'll get minimum value and maximum value of this function, but I need reciprocal of this function. Therefore, these numbers are reversed, and hence the maximum value is 2. So any doubts? Any doubt, please?
Hello, sir. Good morning. Sir, the maximum value is 2, no, sir, now.
Yes.
Sir, then the given that answer is 0.5.
Very good. Now you are seeing another question. I am talking about the fourth question in page number 40.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Any doubts? Right, see. Now let us do 14th question. So what is the maximum value of the function fx is equal to sin x by square root of 1 minus cos square x plus cos x by square root of 1 minus sin square x plus tan x by square root of secant square x minus 1 plus cot x by square root of cosecant square x minus 1. So that is the function given, and the question is, what is the maximum value of that function? See how clearly the question is given. Whenever it is defined for those values of x only, so find the maximum value. Otherwise we can ask him. So suppose x is pi by 2, this is not defined, then what to do? If x is equal to 0, part 0 is not defined, then what to do? So he is saying that don't take those values. So take those values of x for which the function is defined. Among all those values, what is the maximum value or what is the minimum value? That is the question. See this one. This is equal to sin x by what is 1 minus cos square x sin square x plus cos x by what is 1 minus sin square x cos square x plus tan x by square root of tan square x plus cot x by square root of cot square x. Okay, right. And now I will ask Akash. Akash,
Yes, sir.
Akash, what is root x square?
Mod x.
Right, very good. Mod x. So here root sin square x cannot be written as simply sin x. Suppose if it is sin x by sin x, cos x by cos, all will be cancelled. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. The answer is 4. That is a constant number. He is asking about the maximum value. Of course, the maximum value is 4. So accidentally the answer will be 2.
Yes, sir.
But suppose he asks about minimum value, but you won't get minimum value. Simply you are getting constant 4 only. Then you think that there is always 4. Therefore, maximum is 4 and minimum is 4. But that is not the case. See, so what he said, what is root x square? Mod x. Therefore, sin x by mod sin x plus cos x by mod cos x plus tan x by mod tan x plus cot x by mod cot x. Okay. And now tell me, suppose x belongs to first quadrant, then what is f of x? See, I am directly writing. Suppose fx is first quadrant, is in first quadrant, x is in first quadrant. So sin x, cos x, tan x, cot x are all positive. Therefore, there is no need of modulus here. Mod sin x is simply sin x. Sin x by sin x 1. Cos x by cos x 1. 1. 1. You will get 4. So, at every angle in the first quadrant, the function has always value 4. See what happens if x is in second quadrant. X is in second quadrant. Sin x is positive. So mod sin x is sin x itself. Sin x by sin x 1 plus, but all these remaining trigonometric ratios are negative in the second quadrant. Therefore, mod cos x can be written as, by definition of mod x, if x is negative, mod x can be written as minus x. So this is minus cos x. So minus of cos x by cos x 1. So it is minus 1. Similarly, it is also tan x by minus tan x minus 1. Cot x by minus cot x minus 1. Therefore, you will get minus 2. Suppose x is in third quadrant, then what is f of x? So these two are only positive, tan x, cot x, but whereas sin x and cos x are negative. Therefore, mod sin x is minus sin x. So this becomes minus 1, this becomes minus 1, okay, and this becomes plus 1, that last one also becomes plus 1. Therefore, you will get minus 2 plus 2, that is 0. And suppose x belongs to fourth quadrant, only cos x is positive and the rest are all negative. Therefore, this will become minus 1, this will become plus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So again we get minus 2. So see, that means for any value of x, so these are the only values we are getting finally. So what is the range? Either it may be 4 or it may be minus 2 or it may be 0, but not any other number. So what is the range? Range means set of all outputs. That is nothing but only 3 numbers, minus 2, 0, 4. And now we can answer any question about that function. What is the maximum value? 4. What is the minimum value? Minus 2. How many values we are getting for the function? Only 3 values. Okay, right up. Rahul, any doubts?
Sir, they asked maximum value, sir.
So what is the maximum value?
4.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, sir.
Akash,
Sir, if they ask the maximum value of sine power 6x, sir, then how to find, sir?
what is the maximum value
Sir,
of?
sine power 6x plus cos power 6x.
You tell me how to simplify sine power 6x plus cos power 6x.
Sir, we can take a sine cube plus sine square the whole.
Can be written as, already we have done that, 1 minus 3 sine square x cos square x.
Okay, sir.
Because sine square x whole cube plus cos square x whole cube. Okay,
Okay, sir.
right. So from that sine square x cos square x can be written as sine square 2x form.
Yes,
You know
sir.
sine square x range, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any more doubts? Right. Right, see, so I want to give you a formula, that is, suppose A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2 are 6 numbers. So, are 6 numbers. Then the result is A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 whole square less than or equal to A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. So write down, for any 6 real numbers, we can use this inequality. This is called Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. So you can see this in Google also. Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. So, but I think you already saw this in your physics class. Now, one of the students raise your hand. I will ask someone something. Akash, raise your hand. Akash Kumar, raise your hand. I don't ask any subject question. So, I want to ask about whether the topic is completed in physics or not. So, Shivakumar. Shivakumar,
Good morning, sir.
good morning. In physics, vectors were introduced or not?
Yes, sir. Earlier they have taught.
Huh?
Earlier they have taught, sir.
Okay.
Starting.
So, vectors introduced means whether they introduced the dot product or not.
Yes, sir. Dot product and cross product.
Yes, okay, that is enough for me. See, suppose A bar is equal to A1i plus B1j plus C1k. So that is a vector. And B bar is equal to A2i plus B2j plus C2k. So where I bar, G bar, K bar are unit vectors along the x, y and z axis respectively. Okay. Then what is A bar dot B bar? So how they defined is, so A bar dot B bar is equal to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2. Not only that, they defined A bar dot B bar as mod A bar mod B bar cos theta, isn't it? So if A bar and B bar are two vectors and theta is angle between those two vectors, so A bar dot B bar is the definition is mod A bar mod B bar cos theta. So what is the maximum value of cos theta? What is the maximum value of cos theta? That is 1. So it is less than or equal to mod A bar into mod B bar into 1 only. And therefore, we got a standard result that A bar dot B bar less than or equal to mod A bar into mod B bar. Okay, and now what is magnitude of A bar? If this is the vector, magnitude of A bar is defined as square root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square. That is nothing but distance from origin to that position vector. Similarly, you can write B bar. Now see, squaring on both sides, A bar dot B bar whole square less than or equal to mod A bar square and into mod B bar square. So this is nothing but this one. See, A bar dot B bar is A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2. It's a square less than or equal to mod A square. So that is A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into mod B square. That is nothing but A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay. If you don't know even about the vectors, just forget about this. Simply remember this as a formula, that's all. Okay. Suppose you may ask, sir, just only we joined, sir. So we don't know about vectors. We didn't hear the topic. So don't worry. Just this is the result. Just like A plus B whole square. Okay. So if whenever there are 6 numbers, you can write this inequality always, which is called Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. Then I will ask Srijit Reddy. Srijit Reddy.
Sir, can you prove it with examples?
Now I didn't hear you.
Prove it any example, sir.
Now you can take example. You
Prove
give
that form.
6 numbers you give.
2 numbers, sir.
6 numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So 1,
1, 2,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 5. Here 1 square, 3 square, 5 square. Here 2 square, 4 square, 6 square. Now you can verify. So this is 30 and this is 12 and this is 2. Add them and square them and also see these results. And you can observe that this is absolutely less than or equal to that product. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
So write this formula. A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 whole square less than or equal to A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Okay, see, let us see. So just how we are using that. So while doing this problem, that is 15th question. So what is 15th question? A tan alpha plus root A square minus 1 tan beta plus root A square plus 1 tan gamma is equal to 2a. Then where a is a constant, alpha, beta, gamma are variable angles, then what is the least value of 3 into? So what is the least value of 3 into tan square alpha plus tan square beta plus tan square gamma? So what is the least value of this? That is the question. See, now there are 6 numbers I am taking. One is A, or I will take like this. So this is A1, B1, C1, and this is A2, B2, C2. Okay. So what is the result? A1, A2, that is A tan alpha plus B1, B2 root A square minus 1 into tan beta plus C1, C2 root A square plus 1 into tan gamma whole square. Okay, less than or equal to what? So less than or equal to, by Cauchy-Squarge inequality, this is less than or equal to what? A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square. A1 square means A square plus B1 square means you will get just A square minus 1 plus C1 square means, so you will get A square plus 1 into, and what is the other product? A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square, that is tan square alpha plus tan square beta plus tan square gamma. Okay, and now what is this expression? It is given as 2a. So substitute here 2a whole square, 4a square less than or equal to, here minus 1 plus 1 cancel, you will get 3a square. So 3a square into tan square alpha plus tan square beta plus tan square gamma. So a square is cancelled, and therefore 3 into tan square alpha plus tan square beta plus tan square gamma greater than or equal to 4. That means this value is either greater than 4 or is equal to 4. So what is the least value of this expression? 4 is the answer. Right? So the time is over. So we'll meet in the afternoon session again. So once again we will do some problems in extreme values and some problems in periodic functions. So there is a very important model in extreme value. We'll do that in afternoon. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll do problems once again on transformations like that. See, page number. So you can just go through these solid examples from page number 43. So how many solid examples are there? So there are 20 solid examples. Okay, and after that exercise 3. So exercise 3 contains 45 questions, and after that exercise 4. So it contains another 38 questions. Okay, so we cannot do all of them, but we can do some of them. So you try also those problems. So Akash, any doubts? Today is Akash day.
Sir, can you write the spelling of this theorem, sir?
Spelling.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you go through that Google, you will get Cauchy means Cauchy.
Okay, sir.
General, you pronounce like, what is this?
Cauchy.
Actually it is not Kachi. Okay, generally we pronounce just like Kachi, but no problem, he is not there, he is not alive, he don't feel, so you can pronounce him at any way. So but it is Cauchy. Cauchy-Squarge inequality. Squarge. So I have also some doubt on that squarge, but in Google you can find. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right, any more doubts? Right.